DeepSeek, January 2025. A Chinese lab nobody's parents had heard of released a reasoning model with open weights, and within a week, NVIDIA had the largest single-day value wipeout in stock market history. The whale arrived. Since then, the family has shipped model after model, every one open weights, every one making headlines, and every one raising the same question this channel exists to answer. The weights are free. But can you actually run them? Today, the whole DeepSeek dynasty, from the R1 earthquake to the V4 monster, measured, priced, and weighed in VRAM. Buckle up. The R1 moment, for the record. A frontier-class reasoning model, the thinking out loud kind, dropped under an MIT license with a paper explaining how. The panic wasn't that it was good. It was that it was good, open, and allegedly cheap to train. And then came the legend that launched 1,000 thumbnails. Quote, R1 runs on your gaming PC thanks to a magical 1.58-bit quant. A 671 billion parameter model on your graphics card. You already know where this is going. Here's what that legend actually looks like in a room. The famous dynamic 1.58-bit build is 131 gigabytes, so your 24 gig card holds less than a fifth of it, and the rest sits in system RAM. With a 24 gig GPU and 128 gigs of RAM, you get maybe 2 to 5 tokens per second. Now remember, it's a reasoning model. It thinks in thousands of tokens before answering. At 5 per second, a hard question is a lunch break. And the quant itself? On the quantizer's own test suite, it scored 69% versus about 92% for the bigger builds. Technically runs. Practically, a space heater with opinions. But the whale left a real gift on the beach. The distills. DeepSeek compressed R1's reasoning into normal-sized models, and the 32B distill at Q4 fits a single-used 3090, where it does a genuine 20 to 25 tokens per second with a real chunk of the reasoning ability. That's several times faster than torturing the full whale onto the same card, at quality that's actually usable. This was the real consumer story of R1 all along, not running the giant, running its student. The giant was always a data center animal wearing a free sticker. Act 3, V3.2, the efficiency era. Sparse attention, 671 billion parameters, brilliant engineering for data centers. The smallest quant anyone has built is 161 gigabytes. That fits no consumer setup, not a 5090, not two 5090s. Even testers stacking NVIDIA's 96 gig workstation cards, rigs costing as much as a house deposit, report speeds in the low double digits. The whale had grown. API efficient is not home efficient, and 37 billion active parameters still need all 671 billion sitting in memory. Say it with me. Active parameters save time, never space. And then this April, V4, we gave it a whole episode. The short version, Flash, the quote small one, is 284 billion parameters with an 81 gigabyte entry ticket. Pro is 1.6 trillion and basically a mortgage. The family pattern is now unmistakable. Every generation, the models get smarter, the licenses stay open, and the entry ticket gets bigger. R1 asked for 130 gigs. V3.2 asked for 160. V4 Flash asks for 81 on exotic forks, and Pro asks for the better part of a terabyte. Open weights, closing doors. So the DeepSeek verdict. What you should actually run, the R1 distills, the 32B on a 24 gig card is still one of the best local reasoning deals in 2026. What you should admire from shore, everything else. The whales live in data centers, and at DeepSeek's famously cheap API prices, renting the whale costs less than the electricity to torture it locally. Sanity was never the point of this channel, but even we have limits. Mostly. The bigger lesson the whale taught local AI: open weights and runnable weights are not the same thing. DeepSeek proved a lab can give away frontier intelligence and still shake the world, and also proved that a hugging face link is not a hardware plan. The gap between quote free and quote yours is measured in gigabytes, and it's growing. That's the DeepSeek dynasty. One earthquake, one gift, and a family of whales too big for any tank you own. This has been Off the Cloud, where we tell you what actually runs at what speed on hardware with a name. Stay local, stay skeptical.